Hi, this is Mike Gordon, and in this simple demonstration, I will show you how you can earn over $400 in less than an hour. Now, the method I apply is simple to use because it only has 3 steps, and it will help you profit few hundreds of dollars on a daily basis. Binary options are simple to understand and use because all it requires is one decision, whether an asset will go up or down. So how can you know which direction to choose, up or down? I'm using a very simple method that is also used by the professional traders, called graphic trends analysis. Now, there are 3 main types of trends: an uptrend, a declining trend, and a neutral trend. Let's visit my binary broker account and show you exactly how it's done. Now, obviously, you'll have to open a new account for yourself. This method will work with any of the recommended binary option brokers listed at the bottom of the site. So here's a demonstration of how you can use those trends to make money. There's a higher probability for a financial asset to continue its current direction rather than to reverse it. Now, we can recognize the trend by simply looking at the graph. Now, as you can see, I now have $16,500 on my account balance. When I first opened it 2 months ago, it only had $400 in it. Now, let's see how the method that helped me increase my balance really works. Now, we go through the assets and open the graph to see if there is a clear trend. Okay, look at the euro versus the dollar. You can see its trend line is very positive and clear. And we can also see it going from this point all the way up here. And we can identify this trend as an ongoing trend. Now that we have completed our analysis and we know that it's an ongoing trend, we choose the closest expiry, which is about 15 minutes from now, and since the asset is going up, we'll click the Up button and invest $100. Hit Apply to approve the trade. Click the Approve to confirm the trade details. Now, once you get the trade confirmation, you're all good to go. Now, we now continue analyzing the graphs and look for another currency pair with a clear trend line. I press the chart symbol, and I can see over here that this asset has been going up, but it reached a certain top and now is regressing, so I'd stay away from this asset now and move to the next one. Here's the gold. You can see it's going all the way up from here to this top over here, and since this is a clear positive upgoing trend, we assume it would continue up and buy another call option. Let's invest $500 on this trade. Make sure we're trading the closest expiry. Hit the call button. Click the Apply and approve the trade. Let's look for another asset with a clear trend line. Click this icon to open the chart. Here we can see the silver, and you can see its trend line is very positive and clear. Now, we can easily identify this as an upwards going trend, so we want to buy a call option for this asset. Now, let's invest $100 and click the Call button. Now, click the Apply and hit the Approve to confirm the trade. Now, we've made 3 trades so far. A trade on the euro versus the dollar, and this one would be expiring at 7:45. And 2 more trades that will expire at 8 o'clock. We now continue analyzing the graphs and look for another currency pair with a clear trend line. I'm opening the charts for few assets to speed up the analysis process. Okay, let's go back to the USD versus the Turkish lira. We can see this asset is clearly going down. Now, you can profit from downtrends the same way you profit when pricing goes up. The only important thing is to locate a clear trend line, and you can clearly see that this currency pair has a downgoing trend line. So we want to invest in this asset through a put option. Let's invest $300 and click the Put button. Now click Apply and approve the trade. The position is approved. Okay, now by now we have opened 4 trades and invested a total of $1,000. You can see that if those options were to expire now, my total return would have been $1,223. Now it's 7:36 GMT, and we have about 9 minutes until our first position expires. I want to open at least 5 trades and win the majority of them, so we need just one more trade. Let's look for more assets with clear trend lines, that is either going up or down, like the USD versus Turkish lira, which we already have a trade on. Okay, look at the USD versus the Russian ruble. It has a beautiful clear trend line from this point going all the way down here, so it's clearly a downgoing trend. Let's check what the closest available expiry for this asset is. I believe we do not have the expiry date we need for that currency on this platform, so apparently I don't have the option to take this trade. Now is a good time to remind you that it's important to have an account with 2 binary brokers. So, if a certain asset or an expiry date is missing with one, you'll have it on the other broker. That way you can maximize your profits by trading simultaneously. So, we still have only 4 trades. Let's look for another clear trend line for our last trade. The euro versus the British pound has a clear trend line. Look at this beautiful upward trend going all the way up here. Now let's choose the closest expiry. Invest $300 and hit the call button. Now hit the apply and approve the trade. Now by now, we have opened 5 positions on the clear trends we are able to spot on the graph. Our last position would expire at 8:30 GMT, which is about 40 minutes from now. I'm going to speed up the process of the video up until these options expire, so you don't have to wait all that time. By now, all of our positions have expired and can be viewed in the expired position section. We can only see 4 trades since the last position is still expiring. Let's wait a few more seconds and see the outcome of the last trade. Okay, now we can see all the trades we took. We won 4 positions out of the 5 we placed and lost only 1, which is the USD versus the Turkish lira. Now you should remember that it's perfectly normal to lose some positions and that there isn't a single trader that can win all his positions. Now the purpose of this method is to have a majority of winning positions, and for these 4 wins, I made a total profit of $433. Not so bad for less than an hour work. So now you have the complete method to start making money by your own. Now please remember, in order to guarantee a successful trading session, make sure you use this method only with the recommended binary brokers listed at the bottom of the site.